Okay, hello guys. So, dito, discuss natin yung column subjected to biaxial bending. So, meron tayong dalawang formulas na ginagamit for biaxial bending, no? We have the Bristler reciprocal load method and the load contour method, no? Bristler approach pa rin to. Okay? So, yung reciprocal load method, at saka yung load contour method, nagagamit natin to for hand calculation or at least na-approximate natin yung capacity ng column in terms of biaxial bending, no? So, do computer software use interaction diagrams para mas madali. So, anyway, nagagamit din natin to, no? So, ito, no? So, we have the reciprocal load method. So, we have 1 over Pn is just equal to 1 over the Pnx plus 1 over the Pny minus 1 over Po. So, applicable yung reciprocal load method na to pag yung Pn natin is not less than 0.10 of PO. So, pag yung Pn natin is not less than or greater than siya ng 0.10 PO, so, applicable siya. So, yung PO pala natin, kung gusto natin kunin yung ultimate capacity is just phi, depende na yan, kung equivalent niya ng 0.7 pag tight column ka na under sa 2001, or that is also 0.65 pag 2010 or 2015. So, anyway, safety factor mo lang din yan. So, yung Pn dito, yan yung mga axial load capacity ng column under the biaxial bending. So, yan yung gusto nating makuha, di ba? Or at least ma-check man lang. So, we have also the Pnx. So, yan yung axial load capacity if bending occurs about the x-axis only. Bali, yung Ex natin is equal to 0, no? So, bali, yung meron lang tayo is yung value nung AY. So, kung gagawa ka ng load diagram dito, for example, yung dito nakikita mo, yan yung Pnx, na? Then, dito naman yung Pny, di ba? Tandaan nyo pa yung sa eccentrically loaded column. So, yung Pnx, so, ito na yun, no? And then, yung Pny, di ba? Yan. So, natatandaan nyo, yung sa computation natin sa eccentrically loaded column, so, yan yung sa uniaxial bending. So, yun din yung magiging method mo ng pag-compute ng Pnx and Pny. So, ayaw ko nang itakal yan dito kasi natakal ko na yun sa eccentrically loaded column. Anyway, yung procedure niya is the same, no? So, magkabilaan nga lang yung pag-compute mo. Okay? Magkabilaan. So, ayun, no? So, yung Pny naman, yan yung axial load capacity if bending occurs about the y-axis only. So, yun. Bali, yung Ey natin dito is 0. Yung meron lang tayo is Ex. So, lagi magkakampi yung Pnx and Ey and Pny and Ex. And for Po, yan yung mga yan yung theoretical capacity of column. So, kung tandaan nyo pa yung sa actually loaded column, yung dinerive natin na formula, yun yung PO, no? Which is yung equivalent ng 0.85 ng FC prime area ng concrete plus FY area ng steel. So, yun. Anyway, matatakal natin yan. So, sa load contour method naman, so, again, this is also a Bristler approach. So, kung di siya applicable sa reciprocal load method, so, pwede mong gamitin to. Pero kung applicable na siya sa reciprocal method, so, pwede stick ka na dun, no? Pero, pwede din gamitin mo yung dalawa, just to double check din. So, yun. So, ito naman yung formula niya. Meron tayo for circular or square. So, ito yung formula niya. Naka mnx over mox raised to the power of 1.75. And then, mny over moy raised to the power of 1.75. And this must be less than or equal 1.1. Just to make it safe, no? Kung gusto mo namang kunin yung nominal capacity mo, so equate mo lang ng 1. But anyway, this must be less than or equal 1, no? Just to make it safe. So for rectangular column, so raise mo lang ng 1.5 and 1.5 magkabilaan, di ba? Ito lang yung kaibahan nila, 1.75 dito 1.5, ganun. So yung Pnx, yung where mnx is equal to Pn Ay and mny equals Pn Ex. So, yung Pn pala natin dyan, yan yung PU, yung applied all over yung phi natin, no? So, yan. So, yung MOX naman, yan yung MNX, capacity at axial load, PN, when MNY or yung EX equals 0. So, bali yung MOX mo is PNX, PNX times EY. Kasi yung EX niya is 0 eh. So, yung MOY mo naman is yan yung MNY, capacity at axial load, PN, when MNX or EY equals 0. So, ito naman yung PNY times EX, no? So, yun yung MNY. So, para ma-apply natin ito, example tayo. So, example, check lang natin yung adequacy ng column dito. So, meron tayong 400 by 400 reinforced by, nakikita natin 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 na tag 25 millimeter diameter bar. So, given yung FC prime na 28 megapascal, and then yung FY is 414 megapascal, and then meron siyang service load in terms of dead load, that is for axial. We have 144.3 kilonewton, and for the live load, axial live load is 41.22 kilonewton. So, yung moment at about x-axis, cos due to dead load is 77.74 kilonewton meter, and due to live load is 25.28 kilonewton meter, and then yung MY, caused by dead load is 73.07 kilonewton meter, and yung MY caused by live load is 24.95 kilonewton meter. So, meron din tayong factored loads. So, bali base yan sa service load, no? Dinagdagan lang ng factored load, tawag yan, yung mga load factors, okay? So, yung PU is 272.09 kilonewton, yung MUX is 151.8, and then yung MUY is 144.7. And assuming nag-compute na tayo yung sa eccentrically loaded column, compute na natin yung value ng PNX and PNY, no? So, bali yun dito. Assuming na-compute na natin yan, no? Based dun sa mahabang computation na yun. So, ito yung nakuha natin na mga column nominal strength. Yung PNX niya is 564 kilonewton, while yung PNY niya is 600 kilonewton. Okay, so bali dito, kunin ko na lang yung formula na to. Ayan. So, kukunin ko na lang yan, and then yung magiging solution ka dito. So, using Bristler reciprocal load method. So, meron na tayong 1 over yung PN is equivalent to 1 over yung PNX natin na compute, binigay na ng problem, no? So, 1 over 564 plus 1 over 600. So, yung issue na lang natin yung value ng PO. So, computing ko na lang muna yung PO. So, yung PO natin is just 0.85 ng FC prime area ng concrete plus yung FY, ito naman yung sa steel, area ng steel. So, yung PO natin is just 0.85 ng FC prime, and then area gross minus area ng steel plus yung FY area ng steel. So, yung PO natin is 0.85. Yung FC prime natin is saan na yan? 28. And then area gross, computing ko na lang muna to para hindi masyadong mataas. So, yung area gross is 400 by 400. Diba yung dimension natin? 400 by 400. So, this one is 16. Then, apat na. 0. And then, yung EST naman natin is meron tayong 12 na tag 25. Diba? 12 yun. So, 12 na tag pi over 4. squared. So this is equal to 5890 square mm. So ngayon, makukompute na natin yung value ng PO. So yung PO is just 0.85 ng 28. And then yung area nung gross is 160,000 minus 5890 plus yung FY natin na 414 times 5890. So expected yung sagot ko dito is Newton. So gusto ko maging kilonewton na agad. So divide 10 to the power of 3. So I have PO ngayon na ilan to? 6106 kilonewton. Okay? So kunin ko lang din yung 0.10 nung PO. So that is 0.10 nung 6106. And this is equal to 610.06 kilonewton. Okay, kinuha ko yan dahil dito, no? Para ma-check ko na siya diretso, no? Diba sa formula? So ngayon, meron tayong 1 over 6106. So solve for the value of Pn. So meron na tayong 305.26 kilonewton. Okay, so diba? 1 over alpha x, alpha equals 1 over 564 plus 1 over 600 minus 1 over 6106. 305.26. So bali dito, so since yung PN natin is less than nung 0.10 nung PO, di ba? So ibig sabihin yung Bristler reciprocal method does not apply. So di siya pwede, no? Kasi kailangan ma-meet natin yung condition ni Bristler reciprocal method. So since hindi siya nag-apply, so pupunta ako dun sa load contour method, no? So pupunta ako dito. So pupunta ako dito. And then, yung gagamitin ko na formula, since square man ako, so, tanggalin ko na to. So, ito lang yung kailangan ko. Okay? Okay, so, computein natin yung Pn. Yung Pn natin is just Pu over phi. So, assume ko na lang na yung phi na gagamitin ko is 0.7. Pero depende yan, ha? 0.65 pag 2010 o 2015. Depende yan. So, 0.7 na lang yung gamitin ko. Pero anyway, kung ano yung code na ginagamit mo, kung 2000 or 2010, so yun na yung ipalit mo. So, bali dito meron tayong Pn. Okay, this is 2001. Pag lagay ko na lang 0.7, 0.65. Diba? Same lang yung 2010 tsaka 2015 in terms of NCP. So, bali dito yung PU natin is yung, saan na yan? Ito. 272.09. So, we have 272.09 all over 0.7. So, assuming yung 2,000 na lang ginamit. So, kasi yung reference ko. So, anyway, plug in mo lang yung 0.65 kung gusto mo. Basta yung process the same. 388.7 kilonewton. And then, yung MNX natin is meron na tayong PN Pn and then EY, di ba? Yung Pn EY, and then yung MNY is Pn EX. So pag X, Y yung kasama niya, pag Y, X yung kasama niya. Laging ganun. No? Makikita mo din yan sa figure. Yan dito. Di ba? Yung PNX, so EY. Pag PNY, EX. No? Sige. So I have now Pn, that is 388.7 times 0.558. And this is one is 216.89 kilonewton meter. And then dito is meron tayong 388.70. And then yung EX natin is hindi pa natin nakuha yung EX. Kunin ko muna yung EX. Na-plug in ko na siya agad eh. Yung EX natin is just yung MUX over yung PU. So, kung babalikan natin yung given, yung MUX natin is ito. So, 1.5 EX ay baliktad na. EX is pag X laging Y yung kasama niya, no? And then pag Y yung X yung kasama niya na baliktad. Okay, so bali dito meron tayong MUY, that is 144.7. So this one 144.7 all over PU na 272.09. So we have 272.09. And then pag Y, so yung X yung moment. So I have minsan malipat yung gana, no? 151.82 all over 272.09. So ang answer ani niya is 0.532 and this one is 0.558. So muna to, no? So makukuha na nato ang MNX, and that is equal to pag X, so this will be Pn EY, and then pag Y, this will be Pn EX. Okay, so yung Pn nato is 388.7, and then yung EY natin is 0.558. So therefore this is 216.89, and then this one is we have 388.7, and then yung EX nato is 0.532. So this one is mali ito na copy ko. Ilan yan? 388.7 times 0.558, 216.89, pag 532, 206.79. 206.79. 206.79 kilonewton. Ano nga yung isa? 89. Okay, 89. So, ngayon makukuha na natin yung, basta tandaan nyo lang lagi ito, no? So, pag E is X, yung moment mo is Y. Pag yung E mo is Y, yung moment mo is X. Pag yung moment mo is X, yung E mo is Y. Pag yung moment mo is Y, yung E mo is X. So, punta tayo dito sa MOX. So, this one is yung PNX naman. So, pag X mo yan, so, Y yung dito. Next is yung MOY. So, this will be MNY. And then, pag Y mo yan, so, yung E mo is X. So, ito is based on capacity. Ito is based on applied load. No? So, yung capacity natin is 564 and 600. So, MOX is 564 all over times 0.558 for AY. And then, for FP and Y, that is 600. So we have 600 times 0.532. Okay, so thus yung sagot nito is ilan yan? We have 564 times 0.558. Okay, and then 600 times 0.532. Okay, so bale 564. So this one is 314.71 kilonewton meter. And then dito is 319.2 kilonewton meter. So balikan natin yung formula. Dito ngayon, substitute lang natin yung mga values. Okay, substitute lang natin yung values. So, bali, yung MNX natin is 216.89 all over MOX 314.71 raised to the power of 1.75 plus 206.79 all over yung MOY na 309.2 raised to the power of 1.75. Okay, so yung sagot nito is kumpitin ko muna. So this one raised to the power of 1.75 plus this one raised to the power of 1.75. So we have 216.89 all over 314.71 and then 206.79 all over 319.2. So 0.989. So 0.989. So check lang natin kung okay yan. So since this is less than 1, so column section is adequate. Okay? So, ganun lang, no? So, ganun lang yung tatandaan nyo. Basta yung highlight lang dito kasi ito yung medyo nakakalito. So, basta yung moment mo anong x-axis, ito yung y mo. Yung e mo is y. Pag yung moment mo is naka-y, so yung e mo is x. So, ganun lang. So, parang nag-moment ka lang dito. Di ba? So, kung dito yung load mo, times mo nito, so ito yung kinuha mo, yung mx. Pag dito yung load mo, then ito yung moment arm mo, so dito yung my mo, no? Kaya yung y tsaka yung x laging magkasama, tsaka yung x tsaka yung y laging magkasama. So minsan nakakalito din yan, no? Kasi minsan parang kanang maanad na kawa, no? So mahimo ni wag mx, pnx, ex, no? Sa high report, no? So kana lang, no? Kana lang yung demand Andres sa Bristler sa biaxial bending. So far dito lang po ang kasagaran mali. So I think that's it. So tuod no kani siya, ang pagkumpyutan is katong sa eccentrically loaded columns. The same lang ang procedure na. Wala dyan na bago, the same lang dyan. So Yun. So that's it, and see you in the next video. Thank you.